Welcome to Manifest Beyond Limits, the podcast that helps you break free from fear and self-doubt so you can create a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. I'm your host, Anaja, manifestation coach, speaker, and believer in limitless possibility. Each week, we'll dive into the mindset shifts, energetic principles, and manifestation tools that help you step into your power and design a reality that truly lights you up. Because here, we believe there are no limits, and anything is possible. You ready? Let's manifest beyond limits. Welcome back to the Manifest Beyond Limits podcast. So today we are continuing the Universal Law series, and this next law is one that can be really comforting if you've ever felt stuck or stagnant, or like nothing is changing in your life. And it's called the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. And so basically this law teaches the concept that energy is always moving and transforming. So nothing in life is truly stagnant. And even when things appear to be still on the surface, energy is constantly shifting and changing and evolving beneath the surface. And so if you've ever felt like your life is stuck or that nothing is moving forward, then this law allows you to form a completely different perspective. Because in reality, nothing is ever truly stuck. So the law of perpetual transmutation of energy says that energy is constantly transforming from one form to another. So higher vibrational energy has the ability to influence and transform lower vibrational energy. And this exists everywhere in life. So negative emotions can turn and transform into motivation. Pain can transform into wisdom. Fear can transform into courage. And confusion can transform into clarity. So energy never disappears, it just changes form. And even in science, there's this principle that energy cannot be destroyed, only converted. So when something feels stagnant, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It simply means that the transformation may not be visible to you yet. So there are moments in life when things feel like they're not moving. You might feel like you're doing everything you can, working on yourself, trying to grow, trying to change your circumstances. And yet nothing is seeming to shift externally. And this is where a lot of people begin to feel discouraged or powerless. But what the law of perpetual transmutation reminds us is that the movement doesn't always happen in ways that we can immediately see. So sometimes the change is happening internally first. So your mindset shifts, your beliefs evolve, your awareness expands. And then those internal shifts are what eventually create the external transformation. So another important part of this law is understanding that energy moves through you and not just around you. So your thoughts carry energy, your emotions carry energy, and your actions also carry energy. So everything you do contributes to the direction that the energy flows. And so this doesn't mean that you have to be positive all the time or suppress your negative emotions. But it does take recognizing that transformation often begins when you allow the energy to move through you. So when you feel your emotions, when you release what you've been holding on to, when you allow change instead of just resisting it. So energy that is acknowledged and processed can move forward, but energy that is suppressed often feels stuck. So even small shifts can begin transforming energy. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. Sometimes transformation begins with something simple like a new perspective, a different choice, a conversation that you've been avoiding, a moment of honesty with yourself. And these small changes can begin to redirect energy, and over time, those shifts can compound into larger ones. So even when life feels quiet, slow, or uncertain, energy is still moving. Your experiences are shaping you. Your awareness and understanding is expanding. Your path is unfolding in ways that you may not see yet. And so the law of perpetual transmutation of energy reminds us that change is always possible because energy is never fixed. It's always transforming. So if you've been feeling stuck lately, I want you to remember that nothing in life is ever completely still. Energy is always moving, evolving, and shifting, even when you can't see the results. So your role is simply to stay open to the movement, to keep showing up, to keep allowing change, and to keep trusting that energy is already in motion, because nothing is ever truly stuck, and neither are you. And I'll talk to you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Manifest Beyond Limits. I hope you're leaving feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to take aligned action toward your next level. If this episode spoke to your heart, it would mean the world if you shared it with someone who needs to hear it, or left a quick review to help more beautiful souls find this space. And if you'd like to stay connected, you can find me on Instagram at Manifest Beyond Limits, or visit manifestbeyondlimits.com to dive deeper into my world. And remember, you are powerful, you are supported, and there are no limits to what you can create. With that being said, go out there and manifest a life that's truly beyond limits.